Jets, Jets. Welcome back to the Fumble Forecast. Back from Boston, hot and ready with a new and improved flavor. We're doing another 2-week special for you guys, covering weeks 7 and 8. I got the week right this time, Marky. You can't even come at me.
No, I'm just happy that I was also going to do Jets.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jets, best team in the NFL. Oh my God, help! I'm trapped in a black box. Oh, so just a forewarning, guys. My camera's gonna drop off every now and then. I think something's wrong with it. I've tried to fix it. It's just gonna happen. You're just gonna have to deal with it, and instead focus on the sweet, sultry sounds of my voice.
Disgusting.
Yeah. What can I say? My voluptuous voice. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and start with the Jets-Bengals game after an intro like that. I feel like it's only appropriate.
Well, after 7 weeks, they finally get it. Thanks to
1-7
Flacco and the
1-7 for the Jets. They finally got their first win, which
disgusting.
Already, I know the record isn't there. Already, I consider the Jets better than the Cleveland Browns now. Just throwing it out there. So, I haven't looked, but is there
scathing critique? Scathing critique of the fucking Browns. The Browns who are 2-6. They have one more win.
Well,
but they're already fucking worse than the 1-7 Jets.
Here's the best part, Mark. Here's the best part. In 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, one night only, week 10 of the NFL, the Browns will play the Jets in New York for the battle of the trash pit.
Is that really week 10?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. It's only 2 weeks from now.
No, this is
the battle for the trash pit.
Yeah. Is that Sunday? No. Oh, that is okay.
Yeah.
I thought for a second that was Sunday. I thought that was Sunday night.
No.
Prime time game.
Oh, because I said one night only. No. Thank God. I mean, you know what though? I gotta tell you. I'm leading by. So you know how we do fraud watch around here.
Yeah.
I want to start this episode by solidifying slam dunk, solid fraud. I am putting the label on a team. The Ravens are fucking frauds. Hardcore, straight up frauds. Bro, you're supposed to be a Super Bowl contender, which I myself picked. 2-5. How bad can it be? How bad can I be? Like, I just don't get it. They're playing that shit in the Ravens locker rooms.
No, it's been crazy. This season, just in general, has been fucking crazy.
It's been kind of a sidewinder, though I would like to say, that from the very beginning of the season, I said the Patriots had a solid chance of winning the division. Just saying.
I mean, when Drake May's better than Josh Allen.
All right, stop. Full stop. We'll get to that in a second. Put a pin in that. I'm calling out the whole city in this podcast. Okay, I've had enough of this foolishness.
No one will be safe.
Not even one child.
We've been off the air for 2 weeks and coming.
I'm boiling.
Vengeance.
New and improved flavor.
Spicy.
And who would have thought that all you had to do to make the Colts a solid championship contender was get rid of Anthony Richardson? No, just get rid of. I think you could have plugged in anybody, and it would have been good. Just not Anthony Richardson. Anyone but him. He's terrible. Apparently, worst fucking quarterback ever. Like, dude, talk about a draft bust. That is wild, crazy. God damn.
When Daniel Dimes is starting to make you look bad.
Danny, hey, he is Danny Ducats now. All right, you watch yourself, young man. This is Danny Dollar Bills now.
No, he's not dollar bills yet.
He's 7-1.
No, I don't care. I don't care. He has the win over the Chargers, the win over the and a loss to the Rams, and a win over the Broncos. That's 3 good teams that he's beaten.
Broncos, Rams, Chargers.
That's it. Three good
Yeah, but
teams.
you can't make your schedule.
I understand, but 3 good teams that he's played against, 2 of which he's won. To be completely fair, he has won 2 of those.
Dude, they crushed the Chargers.
No, they didn't. It was 38-24.
That's crushing. That's 14 points.
Yeah, 2 scores. Easy.
That's a smacking show. But do remember, we just brought up the Rams. He did lose to the Rams. They didn't win that game.
Yeah. And to be completely honest, they don't have a very hard schedule for the rest of the season. Steelers are proving to be a little bit wishy-washy. That's their next game.
No, they've got the Steelers, the Texans, the Niners, and the Seahawks left on their schedule. They got the Texans twice.
I still believe that Texans aren't good. I don't care that they won this week.
I know, but they're not dog shit, is my point. Like, they'll probably make the playoffs.
Yeah. When they make the playoffs,
I don't know, actually. It's going to be kind of rough for them to even get in the playoffs at this point.
Well, when they get in as division leaders, he may beat Danny Ducats.
The bar is way too high for this guy. But anyway, let's get back focusing on the Jets. Okay, Jets, Jets.
Little sidetrack there.
Yes. Justin Fields still somehow had a dog shit game. I don't know how else to put it. Breece Hall, however, had the game of his life. That motherfucker ran 2 touchdowns, 133 yards in this game against the Bengals. Now, that's not saying much since the Bengals have arguably the worst defense in football. Arguably. At least bottom 10, because they don't know that there is a defensive portion of playing football. At least the GM doesn't. And that's why he never, ever, ever picks up people on the defense other than one superstar.
Which we should get for the Eagles.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know.
And honestly, I don't think we really need him. We'll get to the Eagles in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Jets finally won a game. It was a absolute shootout somehow between Joe Flacco and Justin Fields.
Old man Flacco and the quarterback that can't throw.
Yeah, I just... And then right the week before in week 7, because remember this is a 2-weeker, we had the Geriatric Bowl with Aaron Rodgers against Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco won. So I don't know what's going on there.
There's a wild turn of events.
Does Joe Flacco still got air in the tank?
I don't think so. I think that as the rest of the season plays out, he's going to be losing air super fast. he had the nice win over Rodgers, but I think Rodgers played a little bit more consistently all this season.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
not trying to compare the two when I say that. I'm just saying.
No, I
Do you
understand.
think that
Well, I
Joe
mean, if there's
Flacco can hold down the fort long enough for Burrow to come back and get him into the playoffs?
that's a question. When is Burrow projected to be back?
That's a great question. I'm pretty sure he had like a 9-week turnaround time, right?
When does Joe Burrow get back? Let's see. 1 day ago. Turf toe, whatever. So mid-December is most likely when he'll be getting back. So that's no. I well, let's see. What's the schedule looking like?
That's what I just pulled up.
What?
So, I said that's what I just pulled up. So,
Oh.
we're just gonna play my favorite game real quick. Pick 'em for the rest of the Bengals schedule. So, right now, they sit at 3-4. Okay. Or is it 3-4, or are they now?
It's 3
3
and
and
5
5
now.
So they're now 3-5. Halfway point of the season. Bears Bengals.
Probably.
Probably what?
I think that's probably win.
No, I'm taking the Bears in that game. No way, Jose.
Oh, ooh. Okay.
But I think they lose to the Bears. Steelers Bengals.
Okay. That's going to be at home for the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers.
Uh-huh. I'm also taking the Steelers. So we got 2 losses now. Now they're at 3-7. Then they got the Patriots in Cincinnati.
Hard loss for Cincy.
I'm taking the Bengals. That's a trap game and a half if I ever seen one. And then on Thanksgiving Day, you have Bengals in Baltimore.
That's a Thanksgiving night game. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Ew.
The Trash Bowl. None of them are getting turkey as punishment.
I might take the Bengals on that.
I'm definitely taking the Bengals in that game. So now we're at 2. For me, at least. I think 2 wins. 2 wins there.
Bills ain't no
So,
chance.
well, it depends on when Burrow comes back, because now we've entered December.
Yeah, but it's mid-December. At the very least, he's going to
Well,
be out
right
for
now
the
it's mid-December. You'll see when it gets closer when it actually is.
Okay, but let's go off mid-December, right? He's not going to be back for the Bills game. And
Okay,
there's
let's
no way Joe
assume he's
Flacco-
not
oh,
back.
shoot.
Okay, let's assume Joe Burrow's not back. All right. They lose to the Bills. Okay. So now we're at what? 5 and what? 5-9?
I wasn't adding
I know it's
that.
5-8. They're at 5-8 now in my book after going to the Bills. Then December 14th, let's assume Joe Burrow comes back on the 14th, halfway through the month. Okay? Ain't no way he's losing to the Ravens in Cincinnati. There ain't no way he's losing to the Dolphins. There ain't no way they're losing to the Cardinals, and there's no way they're losing to the Browns, which would get them to 9-8.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna be pissed if it happens. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think Joe's going to be able to hold that down.
I don't know.
You say it's a trap game, but I don't think I don't think it's a win versus the Patriots.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
I mean, yeah, any given Sunday, but like,
we'll have to see. All right.
just
moving
really
on.
Quickly, I want to go over the Thanksgiving games.
I don't care. Go for it. I don't know why you want to hurt your eyeballs, but I've
Detroit,
also learned
that's gonna be.
it doesn't matter how dog shit the Cowboys are. They're always going to play on Thanksgiving for some reason.
Yeah, it's always Dallas and Detroit. They always
I
play.
know. Yeah. I'm just happy that we're not playing that day.
Yeah, no, we get Black Friday. Ooh.
Who the fuck did that? 3 p.m. on Black Friday. Some of us fucking people have to work.
Oh well.
Fuck you. I'm taking 3 hours of PTO, goddamn.
It's not a bad matchup for Thanksgiving. The Green Bay, Detroit.
This is the worst
Kansas
Thanksgiving
City,
Day games I've ever seen.
No, it's not. Because last year we had Giants Cowboys.
But the Cowboys were decent and the Giants were stinky. That's at least like one good team.
Yeah, well, I mean the quality definitely goes down as the day progresses, obviously. But I think by Thanksgiving, especially the Cowboys are going to want to try to prove something because it's quote unquote their day. Kansas.
Well, I don't think they could prove anything if they were blind, deaf, and dumb.
I know, but
if they're trying to prove that they don't deserve to be on a professional football player, then they will prove that.
Kansas wants to say no. It was just a little hiccup. We are the second coming of the Patriots, and then Cincinnati and Baltimore will just be looking at each other over the trash heap.
Cincinnati, Baltimore, primetime game, right in the trash can. Honestly, I'm just gonna be real with you. There's still time.
To
flex it now.
Green Bay, Detroit.
No. Don't flex Green Bay, Detroit. I like them. Actually, I would the Green Bay Detroit game, make that 4:30, make the Cowboys Chiefs 1 p.m. Eastern time zone. And then flex the Bengals Ravens to Black Friday and the Eagles Bears to Thanksgiving night. Because that's just the obvious play. Like that's the obvious better games. It's not even close.
Yeah, that's why they're not going to do it.
Dude, I just...
Wait, I'm getting word. Okay, Roger Goodell has listened in and he's actually going to flex Atlanta, New York, Thursday.
Oh, no. And this just in. He's going to flex the Bears-Eagles to noon on Black Friday. 9 a.m. on Black Friday now. Excellent decision, Commissioner.
Actually, these teams are going out overseas.
No!
Ay. Anyway, we're getting a little sidetracked here.
Well, the next thing I want to ask. And it's a painful one. Who is the best team in football? If you want to give me one from each conference, I'll take that too.
I mean, it's quite simple, really. There
The Eagles
are
and the Eagles.
the this is going to be the Super Bowl. I have foreseen it. It's going to be Green Bay, and it's going to be the Colts.
I'm
You
gonna be
don't like
real.
that?
I'm gonna be real. I think this is the Bills' year. When I have watched
No, they'll choke
multiple
it.
Bills games this season, they just dominate opponents. Like, yeah, obviously they have lost 2 times, whatever, but they dominate in most of their games. It's kind of impressive to watch, actually. I don't feel like when I'm watching a Bills game, I don't feel any moment of going, they really need to fill this hole. They really need to fill this gap. This player stinks. We need to get somebody else in there for him. I never have that with them. I do have that with, like, the Patriots, for example. I do have that with the Eagles, for example. I do have that with the Steelers, with the Colts, with the Broncos, with the Chargers. I have that with the Seahawks, the Buccaneers. I have that with most other teams. Okay? Especially in the AFC. The AFC teams that the Bills are competing against, I see them as significantly more full of holes than a lot of the NFC contenders. So for that, I think that I'm putting like a 70% chance on the Bills doing it this year. Because let's be real, Kansas City's a joke. They don't have to beat Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead this year. So I think that they can do it. I think they're finally going to break the curse. They're going to lift it.
Nah, I curse them forever to be awful.
I do think, though.
This is Danny Dimes' year.
I do think, though.
Wait, seriously though, imagine you're Josh Allen, right? You were the one person holding that team together. You were
And you
holding
lose
that
to
team
Danny
together,
Duckets.
and not only do you not go to the Super Bowl again in your best in the year for your best shot, you lose it to Danny Duckets and the fucking Colts.
Oh, I'm going to be real. I don't think the Chiefs are going to make it to another Super Bowl again.
Again?
Yeah, like, for years.
A bold prediction.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes is fantastic, yeah. But it's hard to hold dynasties together. And we're already seeing the cracks. I'm not confident. I think the second that Andy Reid retires, it's over.
Probably.
And he ain't got much time left, buddy. The clock is ticking, Grandpa. Come on, it's time to go to the pasture, Andy. Time to open up the Bills are like. But here's my prediction, actually. I think it's going to be a Colts-Bills AFC championship game where the Bills have to go to Indianapolis and win. And I think that they will, and then they'll go to the Super Bowl. On the NFC side, I see it as way more of a toss-up in the air, like pick whichever person you want. But I actually have the Packers as my third choice for Super Bowl contenders, like the power rankings of the NFC. If I were to go down them, I would go Eagles, Buccaneers, Packers, then Seahawks, then Lions, then Rams. I like the Seahawks, man. You know this about me. Even for the beginning of the season, I like the Seahawks.
No, they've been playing well.
Yeah, it's just the caliber of opponent for me is kind of an issue. I'll tell you what, if they had closed the doors on that game against the Buccaneers a few weeks ago, I'd be sold. The Seahawks are like my third choice. But they just, when they play against teams that are actually decent in any capacity, they just fold and lose by like a point. It's such a disaster for them. But yeah, I think it's probably going to be an Eagles-Bills Super Bowl. I'm feeling it in my nuts.
A shame we'll have to keep them from having a win.
It's a shame that Jalen Hurts is just a better quarterback in every respect than Josh Allen. Which I think leads us into the two Eagles games from the past 2 weeks. So let's take a look at the Vikings game first off. I want to just laser beam focus on Jalen Hurts for a second here. Game 1, 19 for 23, 326 yards for 3 touchdown passes. Amazing work against the Vikings, who honestly aren't a stinky team. Like, they're not dog water, okay? I'll admit, they didn't even have their starting quarterback, which is stinky. But you know how it is. The Eagles were missing a lot of players too, especially on defense. Then we're going to laser beam over to the most recent game, the Eagles-Giants, where Jalen Hurts went 15 for 20, 179 yards for 4 passing touchdowns. That means that he has gotten 7 passing touchdowns in a matter of only 2 weeks. And I know that in this game against the Giants, he only threw for 179 yards, which people seem to not be able to let me forget. But I would like to redirect you to 2 different stats from the Eagles-Giants game. Jalen Hurts, 4 passing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts only threw the ball 20 times. Think about that in your noggin for a few seconds, okay? He threw 4 touchdown passes on only 20 attempts. That means that 20% of the time that he threw the ball at all, he scored a touchdown. That's pretty easy bets, if you ask me. So, I mean, yeah, he threw for 179 yards, and that doesn't really sparkle off the page at you. But his other stats of 4 touchdowns one week, 3 touchdowns the previous week, phenomenal work by Jalen Hurts. This actually is exactly what I remember from last year when he sat down after the Steelers game and said, "Is that what y'all wanted to see?" That's what we're seeing right now. That's the Jalen Hurts that we're getting. But here's something that I gotta say. It's not all love from me. Like, I can't suck him off too much. Where is the consistency, man? Where is it? Whose fault is it? I don't know whose fault it is. I'm not going to claim to know. But I got to tell you, it should not look this inconsistent. It can be a little inconsistent, okay, as long as you're still winning. But it can't look this inconsistent.
And this earlier today, I was watching this video talking about specifically this past game against the Giants, and the person's like, we owe Kevin Patullo an apology, and I'm like, I don't think that we do. I don't think that we do. It's not consistent. We've had 2 wins in a row, yes, after 2 losses, to be sure. Disgusting, must be killed for losing at all. But
not actually, just in Minecraft though.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Woo.
But even we are now in week 8 and there has been 0 consistency. Now we can give Patullo an apology if next week, because we have one more game before the bye.
No. We're on bye
week,
this week right now. Next Sunday we do not play. We don't play until November the 10th. Week 9 is our bye.
All right. Oh, okay. Let me rephrase. If out of the bye things do not look better, he will never get an apology because it's way too late.
Full stop. If we go and win the Super Bowl and we score 57 points in the Super Bowl to 0 points by the Bills, I am not apologizing to nobody. You deserved the criticism, fuckweed. And I'm going to be real with you. Speaking up about this, Kevin Patullo, I think it doesn't actually fucking matter who the offensive coordinator is, to be honest with you, at this point. Like, I think that it's just a matter of how much control Sirianni puts over the offense. Because if you remember, just a few weeks ago, right before the Vikings game, there was a report going around that Sirianni was going to take more of an active role with the offensive scheming and stuff like that. Clearly, he knows what he's doing. It obviously worked, which is what I was screaming about 2 weeks ago in our last episode. I was screaming to the high heavens about how he needed to take a more active role because he's the head coach. You have to fix the problems when they pop up. I can't help but say maybe Sirianni deserves a little bit more credit here for jumping in and correcting the ship. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe Kevin Patullo isn't really to blame or to praise here. Maybe Sirianni's influence is what needs to be praised here. Because the second he said he jumped in, all of a sudden we're fucking Hurts is throwing touchdowns 20% of the time he touches the ball.
I gotta admit, as the game started as I was driving to work, right? What was it? Our second play of the game. I just looked down and I just looked down. I see Saquon breaking it off, and I'm like, where has this been the entire season?
Do you know where it's been? And you can one extremely simple answer. Where has it been? He ran to the outside. They let him run outside. I know the camera's off. I don't care. They let him run outside. When you let him run outside, he scores touchdowns. Instead of first, second, and third down up the middle, ram his head into the goddamn D line and hope for the best. Apparently, when you mix it up, it works.
And I gotta say, I also saw earlier today some film review of some of Barkley and what's this kid's name? Number 37? I forget it.
Bigsby.
Some of their runs, and you can see that the O-line knows what to do. Dickerson, Toth, they're running out to get blocks for the outside runs. Why haven't we been doing that the whole time? Has it really been like, oh, we're just gonna keep punching it up the middle until it works because we know we can get it outside?
I sure hope that hasn't been a thought process because there's been at least 2 games where it didn't work. Like, I'm all for doing dumb shit as long as you're winning.
Yeah.
You know? But something I will say, bro, on that tush push, I hate to say it, that shit was a fumble. I don't give a fuck what anyone or the ref says. That shit was a fumble.
I'm gonna be completely honest. What the fuck was the reffing in that game?
It was bad. The Giants-Eagles game, you mean? It was really bad.
That was some of the worst officiating I have ever seen.
Yeah.
So
The old man was going ballistic.
First off, that whistle during the not the extra point,
During the
the
kick.
attempted field goal.
Yeah. Pumpkin.
All right. What the fuck? I don't know if that was an official whistle. That should have been the play should have been ruled dead and replayed. If it was a fan whistle, which I don't know why anybody in
No,
the
it was
stadium would
a
do
ref's
that.
whistle. A ref whistle.
If a ref whistled, the play should have been marked dead. But
well,
fine,
the reason that
whatever.
it wasn't is because the ball was already in the air technically when the whistle was blown. But that was the least bullshit of all the bullshit, honestly.
And then the tush push. That's absolutely a fumble.
Bro, that shit was a fumble.
They blew the whistle after Thibodeau was on top of it.
Well, what their argument was is that he had forward progress, and you can't challenge that.
No, I know that. I know that was the argument, but it's like, God, wow, what a shit call, Pumpkin.
It's being weird. Sorry, Pumpkin's being a weirdo.
Cat technical difficulties.
Oh, she ran all the way from upstairs. She wasn't even in here. She came from downstairs to get pet. I called her name. Oh, Pumpkin.
Yeah, Pumpkin.
I was blaming you and you didn't even do anything. Anyway, I think there were two other real bullshit calls, okay? So first of all, that offensive pass interference on a touchdown by Slayton when he caught the long pass and he just ran it in and he like lightly tapped Q on the chest while his arms were being fucking dragged and Q was pulling his jersey away from him, and they called offensive pass interference because he lightly touched his chest a little bit. That was bullshit. Not gonna lie, that shit should have been a fucking touchdown. And another one that was total bullshit was when the Giants did score a touchdown. It was Cam Scadaboo before he was injured. On that play, if you watch the replay, one of the Giants O-linemen literally grabbed Jalix Hunt by the neck, ripped him up like this by his pads, and threw him on the ground. How in any universe is that not holding?
Well, he didn't hold on to him very long.
He did. No, he held him all the way to the ground and fell on top of him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got to work before even really the first quarter was done. And so I wasn't able to pay too much attention, but I remember seeing like I think it was in the third quarter. It was in the third or fourth. It was some what looked to me like some bullshit DPI on the Giants, and I'm like, are they really gonna call that? I'll take it, but are they really?
There were multiple calls where I was like, I'm not gonna bitch, but that was a real bad call. Like that shit was weak. Like, dude, this is one of the first games that I've seen in literally years and years and years where I can say, like, dude, the refs just handed this game to the Eagles, like, on a silver platter. Like, yeah, the Eagles played really well. It was a fantastic game. Like, I'm not going to try and say it wasn't. But the refs practically handed it to them on a silver platter.
Yeah.
Very
Daboll's
bizarre.
Probably getting fired in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. Daboll is getting more and more unhinged by the minute.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pumpkin climbed into a box and I was scared she was going to piss.
It really is becoming more and more apparent. Oh, okay.
He's just unhinged.
Well, it's not. It's
Oh, it
he's
looked like I
unhinged because
froze.
they have. Yeah, it looked
Hey,
like you froze,
pumpkin!
but he's unhinged because they've told him, give us results or your ass is gone.
I don't
That's what
think
it
so, to
seems
be
like to
honest.
me.
That's not normally how the Giants roll. They're too stupid to do that. They're too slow to operate that way. They don't have that
Well, then,
capacity to threaten
well,
people's
that may
jobs.
be.
I
Well,
think
that
that's
may
just
be
who
the
Dayball
case.
is.
I don't know because I don't remember him being like I've seen him upset the previous seasons. Like, don't get me wrong, I've seen him upset, but I don't.
You don't
It
remember him
seems like
running into concussion tents and screaming at the doctor and massacring his headset, trying to get it back on his head, screaming about a penalty or a ref call. You don't remember him going completely ballistic, red in the face?
going into the med tent and only for what was
That
it, like
was just
500,000?
stupid.
What they find him 500,000? Is
No,
that
they
what it was?
fined him personally 15, I think it was.
But yeah, I'm saying like his fine.
The Giants were 100,000 is how much they had to pay. I'm pretty sure. And
No, he
Cam,
was fined 100,000.
oh,
He was fined
Scadaboo was
100,000,
also
and the
fined.
yeah, Scadaboo was fined 15,
That's
and the
the must be what
organization
I'm
was
thinking of.
fined 200.
Yeah. So organization 200, Dable 100, and Scadaboo 15.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you know what this says to me? Everything that I'm seeing from the Giants right now, because I'm just gonna be real with you, dude. The Giants have the players. Like, let's just be real here. They're not terrible. They aren't dog water. They can play. They have good players, decent players, and they're playing okay. And they don't even have their wide receiver one. Like Malik Neighbors has not played since week 1, I think. And they're still playing well. Imagine if Malik Neighbors was out there running routes. It'd be like they'd be terrifying as a team. They'd be a good team, like a potential playoff team, you know?
Yeah.
Um
No, absolutely.
but the thing is, seeing outbursts like Scadaboo running into the med tent, um seeing things like the coach running into the med tent, the coach having these toddler fits on the sideline. Like, he looks like a giant toddler screaming and like breaking his headset and shit and throwing his hat on the ground and just having a temper tantrum. You see that, and the only thing I can think is this team is losing because their coach is so undisciplined himself. Like, dude, the thing is, Dayball runs into the med tent. Scadaboo literally sees his coach run into the med tent, and then Monkey See, Monkey Do immediately does it. Dayball is setting the bad example. I hope he stays their coach for years to come.
Yeah, honestly.
You can't, like, how fucking dumb is that, dude? You can't be fucking running into the med tent during your quarterback's concussion examination. What the fuck?
This is what Dable's 4th year?
Yeah, I think so. No, it's his 5th, I think. He started the same year as Sirianni, I think.
No, it's his 3rd year.
3rd? I thought he started the same year as Sirianni.
No,
Oh
2022.
no, he started the year where he won Coach of the Year when Sirianni got us to the Super Bowl the first time.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. I'm sorry, dude, but I'm going to be real with you. If it's your first year as a head coach, if it's your first preseason game as a head coach, you know better than to run into the med tent. I don't care. If this is the kind of attitude that he's going to have and this is the kind of antics that he's going to engage in, he was never ready to be a head coach. And I don't know if he ever would be ready. Like, somebody needs to punish this motherfucker. Harshly. Like, I'm going to be real with you. It's hard to say shit like this. But I think that if I was the owner of the Giants, I would have fired him the second he walked into the med tent.
No, I think that's reasonable.
Because here's the thing. It doesn't just impact, oh, we got to fine. Nobody gives a fuck about the fines. Let's just be real. It's not like they're millions of dollars, you know? So no one actually gives a fuck about the fines. But what I will tell you is that other players who the Giants might want to come and play for them, and the Players Association is seeing the way that the coach is behaving on the sideline and completely disregarding the health and concussion protocols that are set in place to protect players. The Players Association and the superstar players that can decide where they want to go, they are going to actively choose, more likely, to not go play for the Giants. So do you know what I do as the owner? I fire that motherfucker immediately and release a statement talking about how I take player safety really seriously and that this is the shit that I really care about. Fuck that guy. And I guarantee you not a single fucking person in the NFL would blame me. Sorry, that rant went on so hard that I knocked the camera out in mid-rant.
I mean, it's deserved. It's 100% deserved. Like, if there's one, if maybe this is a poor perception from me, but if there's one injury everybody is like completely on top of,
it's concussions
in football, it's concussion.
100%.
Yeah.
I think you're right
like,
on the money, nail on the head. They literally made movies about it.
So the fact that you would, as head coach, disregard the safety and rules regarding the concussion examination protocols. Hey, who the fuck do you think you are? I don't care if your job's on the line. I don't care if your season's on the line. Players' health and safety comes first.
Dude, I don't give a fuck if it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah. If Sirianni did that during the Super Bowl, fire his ass.
Well.
Yeah, I thought I'd get that out of
No,
you.
you'd have to. You'd have no choice. You'd have to fire him. Even Sirianni is not a big enough of a bonehead to walk into the concussion tent. That's just... I just don't get it. And the thing is, the thing that bothers me the most about him bursting into the med tent is that he didn't even really give a fuck about the health of the player or anything. He was doing it because he was mad. Like, it was clear that he was having a temper tantrum and burst into the tent. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how he still has a job, to be honest. Because it's not like let's be real. It's not like he's the coach of the universe, you know? Like, he's not that great, you know? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I really like that. Oh God, no! The close up.
Well, I'm trying to find a. Just keep talking, Stinky.
That's fine. Like, I really like how it's now been 3 weeks since that incident, and we are still talking about it.
Well, that's a pretty major breach, don't you think?
No, I agree. I completely agree. It's just that, like, we're still talking about this this man-child. And now Tom has completely disappeared from view. Unfortunate. Oh, God.
Sorry, I had to go into the mole zone.
And I like, when Jackson Dart went in for that concussion, I'm like, oh man, fuck. Please be okay. Like,
oh, I wasn't.
In the sense of, like, please don't be okay because you're a rival, but like, I like Dart.
I was like, please be injured for just this game.
Yeah. If you could just be injured for the Eagles game.
Just like the next 25 minutes, just be injured.
Honestly, like just let Russell throw a couple picks, and then you can come back out. Let us claw our way back into the game, and then you can come back.
Yeah.
And then when Scatterboo this game tore his ligaments,
ankle.
I'm like, oh, God damn it! I I'm I can now feel
Yeah.
bad because we don't have to play them anymore.
Well,
I
here's the
can now
thing.
feel bad.
Here's the thing. And we were talking about this earlier off pod, but I said Mark was like, "Oh man, now I hate the Giants. Oh my god, I can't be unhappy that he's injured, And I said, "No. We hate the Giants, but we love Scatterboo," kind of thing, I got to tell you, Scatterboo's just an awesome player. Like I just like watching him play football. He's a wild maniac. It's like watching an uneducated mountain man throw on pads and try to run the football.
It's
It's a
exactly
Tarzan
what
experience.
it's exactly what I want to see out of football players. The
Yeah,
the
juggernaut.
wild, the wild,
Pumpkin,
the
what are you
wild,
doing?
crazy. She's looking for boxes to piss in.
No,
The
I think
wild,
she's playing
crazy,
with coat hangers.
which is why, even though I'm cautiously optimistic, I'm happy that Brandon Graham is back
That's what I was about to say. BB's
because
back, yay!
I just know at the very least his mouth won't have stopped. He'll probably come right back and be running it the every single game, and that's
Well,
what I
did you
like
see
to
what he did to
see.
Tom Brady just yesterday at the game? Because Tom Brady was the announcer. He walked up behind him and he tapped him on the arm that he
Wait.
hit when he strip sacked him in the Super Bowl.
I love PG.
Pump,
I love
stop your
and
foolishness.
and a little side note. I have to say, as much as I would love to be listening to Merrill Reese while watching the games, having Tom Brady comment the games is perhaps the best experience I have had watching the Eagles since I've started watching it. I'm sorry, I like how he commentates the games.
Oh, hold on,
I
hold on.
really
Now,
do.
my problem isn't with what you said about Tom Brady. My problem is what you just said about the late, great Merrill Reese, Eagles Hall of Fame reporter.
Well, he's not the TV commentator. He's the radio commentator. I can't set up the radio down here. What do you want from me?
You can too.
If I
Use
could
the Odyssey app.
Oh yeah, let me just do that. And then don't fuck. I love Merrill Reese, don't get me wrong.
No.
And a
So
flock of
I will
eagles
say
is
this.
going to New Orleans.
I will
God.
say this because he's been getting shit on as a commentator. I think Tom
Who?
Brady is one of the
Really?
better commentators.
Bro, have you who let's see who's been commentating the games? It's been Tom Brady,
Al
Kevin Hart,
Michaels, Chris Collinsworth,
well,
Jim Nance,
and then
Tom
fucking
Brady, Romo,
Tony Romo
Aikman,
and Jim Nance.
and Aikman.
Was Aikman, did Aikman cover a game?
Oh, yeah, I'm just
Yeah, he
listing
did.
off commentators.
No, I'm talking specifically the Eagles games. I know that Tony Romo and Jim Nance, they're usually a pair.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Uh
there's also Joe Buck.
I don't even know who
He's
the
been doing
fuck
it for
that
a
is.
long time. I actually don't know if he's still a commentator, to be honest with you. I feel like I haven't heard Joe Buck in a little bit.
My point exactly. I'm just gonna
I
point out,
actually
like,
like Joe Buck. Everybody hates on him, but I liked him.
I don't think I've actually heard him, so I'm not gonna comment on him. What I will comment on is that I know for a fact that the majority of the games have been either Tom Brady, Kevin Hart, Kevin Burkhardt, and his name is Burkhardt, right?
Yeah.
It's not
Not
Hart.
Kevin
It's
Hart. It's Burkhardt.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, Kevin, because I don't actually I kind of like you too. And then Tony Romo, Jim Nantz, and it's so painful listening to Tony Romo commentate the games. It's fucking awful how he does it.
So I'm gonna be real with you. I think, and this might be my most controversial take of all time. But
I love Tony
I
Romo.
think,
Woo.
well, first of all, yes, I do actually think Tony Romo's not half bad. But
Yes.
I think that the NFL commentators, by and large, are way better than people give them credit for. Way better. I want any of you to try and commentate a fucking football game. The whole game. The whole thing. Everything except for fucking commercials. I want you to turn on a streaming setup and commentate a whole game. And you're not allowed to just say what the plays are and call the game. You have to add the color. Have fun. It is way harder than it fucking seems.
Yeah, I don't pretend to know that I could do it better, but like,
Well, I was always the color guy on our broadcasts.
yeah, yeah, but it's just like I think Tony Romo specifically leads a little too much into the color. I think he I think he I think he makes it too much. He makes it less about football, more about entertainment. Tom Brady makes it more about football, which I like.
I don't think so. I think Tony Romo does a pretty good job of keeping it related to football. I mean, bro, in this past game, we heard one of the commentators. I forget who the fuck it was. It was Burkhardt, I guess, because it wasn't Tom Brady. They threw a pass was like floated into someone's hands, and he said something about a butterfly having dead legs. It looks like a butterfly with dead legs, and I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? But the thing is, that's the kind of shit that comes out of your mouth when you're on autopilot and you're calling a game. Like, it's genuinely hard to come up with interesting shit to say. It is. It's difficult.
I'm
I
sorry,
had a
little
whole
sidebar
new
here.
perspective once I commentated a game for the first time.
A whole new sidebar here. Do you think Madden and Brady would have been a good combination?
No, John Madden could do it solo, to be honest. But that was a
It'd be
little bit
interesting.
before my time anyway.
I know, but like,
I've only heard
I'm
the
kind of
highlights.
curious. I really wish that I could have listened to John Madden commentate games. That sounds like it sounds like it would have just been a blast.
Chicken, duck,
So
turkey, a turducken.
and then I know I've said this before, but I'm a particular fan of Kevin Harlan. Is that his? Yeah.
Harland.
I'm yeah. It was this game. I specifically like his this one call where eh, uh it had playoff implications. Patriots and the Dolphins were playing not against each other, but if the Patriots won but the Dolphins also won, the Patriots would be knocked out or something like that. And so they bring on both the Patriots and the Dolphins game, and Kevin Harlan just starts jumping between both games,
Oh,
and
yeah.
his co-presenter's like, "Which game are you calling?" "I'm calling both games."
Yeah. That's he's the red zone guy, right?
Oh, Red Zone, that's it.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
red zone guy. I'm calling them both. Yeah, he's kind of a baller. I like him. He's pretty decent. I think
Rest in peace,
honestly,
Red Zone.
hold on. I think Aikman is probably the best commentator right now. What do you think?
I mean, I haven't really been able to listen to many games, so I
Troy
can't tell.
Aikman, I think he's probably the best.
Did
And
he?
for
Oh, did
no,
he cover? Did he
what am
cover
I
the?
thinking?
Did he cover
Al
the Cowboys
Michaels
game?
is the best.
Sleepy Al. I don't know about that.
Dude, come on. Al Michaels is awesome. He's at the age now where he just sometimes says some unhinged shit, and I think it's fucking hilarious.
No, it is pretty funny, but it's like I don't know. Sometimes I'm finding it a little hard to listen to the Thursday night.
Who does Thursday night? Is that Troy?
No, that's Al. That's Al.
Oh yeah, he does the Prime game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Al Michaels a lot. I mean, to be completely fair to Al Michaels, the Thursday games can be kind of rough.
I know. I do feel bad for him. It's like
Dude, this upcoming game, we have the Ravens and Dolphins on Thursday night. What is that? Who makes this schedule? The schedule is just fucking cursed.
it's like
All
the
right, so we
NFL
gotta start moving along here. Or else it's gonna be a tundra Siberian tundra length episode. Who's your winner and loser of the
I mean, we
week?
were gone for
2 weeks.
winner,
Yeah, I
obviously
know.
the Eagles.
The Eagles are definitely
Winner,
a good
obviously
choice.
Eagles. Like it looks like maybe an identity has been found. We'll have to see if it sticks
I think you're
over the
totally
break.
right. I think that's the takeaway
But
from the past 2 weeks is that the Eagles have hit their stride. They found their footing. They know what they're good at and what they're not good at.
as for loser, I mean, I it's so hard.
Is it really? I'm gonna just steal it from you. The loser of the week is the dirtbag ass, poop butt ass Cowboys. They fucking suck ass. They took belt to fucking ass last night during prime time. Belt to ass. That was fucking humiliating.
I really liked it. I happened to see that at one point. I think it was 14-44. I think it was, and so I'm like, damn, that's pretty fucking bad. And so I went
Yeah.
I went to the Cowboys coworker, and I'm like, so beating Broncos isn't so easy. And he's like, man, I haven't even been paying attention. He goes to look up the score, and he's like, the fuck happened?
I mean, the Broncos are good. They're not terrible at all.
No, yeah, Broncos country, let's ride.
But I stole your loser from you. I'm not letting you get away with it. That one I needed to talk about how dog shit the Cowboys are.
Well, I mean,
Who's your loser?
I have a two-way tie, actually.
Oh.
I have a two-way tie.
I see another pretty good one, so.
Joe Flacco, Kirk Cousins.
Oh. Alright, well that works, I guess. I was gonna say the Steelers.
I'm not
2-week
really
losing
calling
streak.
losers. Ooh.
Well, it's loser of the week.
I know.
Not you're a loser forever. Unless you're the Ravens. I've given you certified fraud status. Trash can ass fucking team.
Garbage.
I had such high hopes.
I did too.
It's time to free Lamar. I think that's my new campaign. Dude, they need to get a new head coach, man. Like, why are they still riding with this Morin?
Morin?
Yeah, I know what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Oh, I forgot to do my winner of the week. It's the Jets, obviously. Is my winner of the week. They finally managed to secure a victory. Congratulations. Jets. Jets.
Yes.
Yes, now we're talking.
And now we can go back to never talking about them again.
Well, until they win next week, right? When they play against the They have their bye. They're not even playing.
Yeah, so
you can't lose when
week.
you don't play.
No, next week everybody in that division is going to win.
Until we watch them go and play the Browns in week 10. And we'll talk about how we get Jesus. But yeah, so first off, I'm taking I'm taking the Chiefs tonight against the Commanders. First of all, second of all,
I'll take that.
You're taking the Chiefs.
I hate to say it, but Washington has.
Well, they don't have their starting quarterback.
I know, but even when Daniels was out there, it wasn't seeing like impressive.
Nah,
that's to be expected.
I think they got gas in the tank. Give him at least another season.
No, I think that they will get another season. It's just that unfortunately this won't be the season.
Yeah.
This
I wish that CJ Stroud
season,
came back from the ashes. Let me tell you.
This is the season where you find out that people have kind of figured you out, so now you have to think, all right,
it's the sophomore slump.
Let's switch it up for season 3, and then we add it. I still like Daniels. I still like him.
So what's your game of the week next week? And you're not allowed to take the Ravens Dolphins. The obvious best game of next week.
Yeah, obviously. Well, I mean,
I know it's a rough schedule this week.
Yeah.
Not many high stakes good games.
I see one that I'm going to pick, but I see a couple honestly that I wouldn't mind watching.
Oh, I'm gonna watch some, don't get me wrong, but goddamn.
So I'm gonna give my game of the week to Indianapolis in Pittsburgh.
Really?
I'm gonna give that my game of the week. You know
what?
That's going to be the true test of whether or not Aaron Rodgers is legitimate, is cooked, or the Colts are frauds.
I'm taking the Colts in that game 100%.
I'm taking them too. And if they cannot beat old man Rodgers.
Jesus criminy Christmas on a cross.
Did pumpkin scare you?
No, Emily closed the door. It scared the Jesus out of me. I think I felt my soul leave my stomach. Jesus.
And then as for the games I wouldn't mind watching. Denver, Houston.
Well, hold on. Let me pick my game of the week, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go.
Obviously, Jags, Raiders. No, I'm just kidding. I think the Chiefs Bills is actually going to be a really good game.
That was one of the other games I'd want to see.
And I think the Chiefs are going to win.
Minnesota.
Chiefs are going to win.
I mean, yeah. Of course they are.
In Buffalo.
Such a fucking disappointment.
I just love relishing in their upset.
Detroit, Minnesota.
So happy.
While it might not be a good game, I think Detroit's just fun to watch.
Oh, Detroit's gonna club the Vikings over the skull.
I know, but and
if they don't, I'm pressing the panic button on them.
And then, of course, we got to see the second coming of Josh Allen and Drake May versus Atlanta.
Yeah, so that's another thing I wanted to bring up and include in this. So, I went to Boston for my honeymoon. Nice trip.
Boston?
I drove up and down.
Lovely people.
The whole way there. They were very mild-mannered and patient people. I appreciated it. All the way up and down, I was listening to
Philadelphians.
To various sports radio to hear, like, what do the people in New York think? What do the people in Boston think? What's going on? I was super into it. I gotta tell you, man, the people in Boston, the sports fans up there, they are puffing delusion juice. Like mask on face. Like, they can't get enough of the shit. Put down the pipe, guys. I heard it had to have been like 85% of the sports radio hosts in Boston say that they think that Drake May is the best quarterback in football. The best. I heard one of them in particular say, I'm not going to try to quote them, but I heard one of them in particular say that he's the best quarterback to throw a football since Tom Brady last played. He is like borderline a rookie.
Yeah.
Let's chill a little bit. Okay? Drake May needs to win a playoff game before he gets compared to the greatest player of all time. Okay? Let's relax. And a comparison that I know they're division rivals, it doesn't elude me at this point, but they consistently were talking about how they think Drake May is better than Josh Allen. Homie, I hate to tell you this, but if you take Josh Allen right now versus Drake May right now, there is literally not even one GM in football, just no strings attached, who would not choose Josh Allen over Drake May. Not even one. Yeah. Except maybe the Browns and the Bengals GM, because they're dumb enough to do it. That's the level that you'd have to be operating on in order to consider Drake May to be better than Josh Allen. Like, even being as young as he is, Drake May isn't as valuable as Josh Allen. Josh Allen still has a higher upside than Drake May, even with all the years of experience. Like, even at his age, Josh Allen is more likely to win 2 Super Bowls than Drake May is.
Yeah.
I don't... This is just delusional. Absolute copium.
We like Drake May here. We really do. But he's not Josh Allen.
You know what I will tell you, though? When I was driving through New York listening to a WFAN is what they call it up there, the Fanatic, I was listening to them, and I gotta tell you, nobody was even mentioning the Giants or the Jets. Like, football wasn't even a conversation topic. The most I heard them say about football was that they like Dart and they think Scattaboo is awesome. That was it. That's the only thing about football I heard through the whole drive through New York City. Which, I mean, to be honest, I don't really have a lot to be excited for in the realm of football, so I don't really blame them. But, you know, interesting. But yeah, there's also one more thing that, Marky, we got to do. We have been neglecting for so many weeks now. You need to kiss the baby on 3 teams. Sorry, 3 teams.
And you're gonna have to
You've
give me a
done
reminder
the
here.
Titans, Texans, Chiefs, Saints, and Jets.
Okay.
Can't believe you closed the door on
Titans.
the Chiefs in week 1.
I'm keeping that door closed.
You don't have a choice.
So
it's written down.
I know. So Titans, Jets, Chiefs. Who else?
Texans, Saints.
Texans, Saints. Okay. I'll make it. I'll make it easy. Just let's shut it on the Ravens. The Ravens, Browns, and Raiders.
Fuck.
Unfortunate for you, isn't it?
Literally took like 2 of my picks. I was gonna go with Ravens and Browns.
Well, there's an easy one that you can take this week.
Well,
there's 2 easy ones.
I've done Saints, Jets, Cowboys, Raiders, Titans.
I mean, there's 2 easy ones you can take here.
Shut up. They're not easy. Fuck you.
Yes, they are.
I'm going to take the
What do you mean?
Dolphins.
There's one.
There's
There's 3, actually.
There's quite a few, all right?
We just beat them.
Oh, I'm not eliminating them.
What?
They're not done for me.
You're crazy.
I mean, they have to play the stinky-ass Commanders and the dirtbag-ass Cowboys 4 times for the rest of the season. They're gonna win. But you're right, they probably aren't gonna make the playoffs, are they? Which is why I'm eliminating the Cardinals.
That was another one.
Dude, this is rough. Now that the Jets are eliminated, who can I get rid of? They're just such a shoo-in, easy slam dunk pick.
Get the Bengals.
No. I just talked to you in this podcast about how I think they have a chance still. That's my pocket pick.
No, I'm just funning you.
I hate to do it to them, but I think the Falcons are fucked. So I'm eliminating the Falcons. All right. We're getting close to the wire now, Marky. We almost have our playoff picture put together. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
Oh, and it's the halfway point of the season, Marky. Officially. Do you want to change your prediction for the Eagles' record? One-time opportunity.
What did I say?
I think that you went 12 and I got mad. Or no, you went 13 and I got mad because I didn't want to pick the same number, so I picked 12.
I see. Let me just. Hey, see, this is the problem. We're going into the bye and we don't know if the identity has been found. Okay,
I'm
let's
changing
see.
my prediction.
All right,
14
before
wins.
you say. All right, I'll keep mine at 13. You're fucking crazy. You're fucking nuts.
All right, we're gonna beat the Packers. We're gonna beat the Lions. We're gonna beat the Cowboys. We're gonna beat the Bears. We might lose to the Chargers, maybe in a million years. We're gonna beat the Raiders. We're gonna beat the Commanders. We're gonna beat the Bills, and we're gonna beat the Commanders again. I see no threats other than the Chargers on this schedule. 14 wins, baby.
Keep mine at 13. We're gonna lose one of these games, and I have a feeling it's either gonna be the first commies or the Bills.
Oh no, we're gonna club the Bills over the head.
I think that's where it's gonna fall.
No way. Not the Bills, dude.
Hmm.
I think we're more likely to lose to the fucking Packers than the Bills.
Well, I think I'm predicting a possible loss to the Packers.
Can we
Possible
just,
loss to the Bills.
by the way, I'm just saying, guys, can primetime games begin at 7 p.m. instead of 8:15 from now on, please?
No.
Please?
No.
I mean, unless it's a West Coast game, then I'm okay with it. I know. I'm gonna get put in the closet again.
Yeah.
Locked in the mirror closet.
Happen. It's not gonna.
Yeah. I know.
Nope.
It's not gonna happen.
It just decided to disconnect my.
Well, honestly, that's a
camera.
great time for us to end it anyway. So, have a nice night, guys.
Why does
Thanks
it
for
say that I'm
joining
not
us on the
using
Fumble.
desktop application? I am using it.
Thanks for joining
I
us
am
for the
using
Fumble
my
forecast
desktop.
for weeks 7 and 8. These are the
No, don't you
technical
cut me off.
issues you normally see. No, please. The cane is like coming out on the stage. All right. Have a nice week, guys. We will talk to you next week. No Eagles this week, but we'll get there. But remember, we love each and every single one of you, and we hope that you have a fantastic time. Have a nice day. Bye, guys.